salvation, and happiness. It's your season. It's your time. God has plans for your life to prosper you and to give you hope and a future. Join us and learn how God's love and power can bring hope and happiness to your life. This is your opportunity for motivation, encouragement, and purpose.
HBCU, stand up. Like Jefferson. Hey, go. My HBCU better than yours. 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 Where you from? From the north. Where you from? From the south. Where you from? From the east. Where you from? From the west. My HBCU better than yours. My HBCU better than yours. Either from the SWAC or the MEAC. Come on. CIAA or the CF. HBCU is where the beat we compete, but we're family. They're from the SWAC, from the MEAC, CIAA.
This is your opportunity for motivation.
What up, everybody? It's your boy, it's your cousin, it's your uncle, it's your best friend. And listen, yep, we live right now here on LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook. Tell your cousins, everybody that the favorite uncle's here, and we got some good news we want to share. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it because we're going live, right? But I can't do this by myself. But look at what show I'm broadcasting from. First of all, it's been a second. Shout out to the HBCU Alumni House Party Show. Ba, 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 ba. And you know I couldn't do this without my co-host on this show. Y'all, show some love to Monique Dr. Monique Robinson.
Hey, we have not been live in so long. This is like
OMG.
It's scary. Haven't been live.
What's happening, sis? I feel like I haven't seen you since 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, since you came down here and took over the city doing photo ops in the mall, and then you go back home.
And we did. And we did all that. We had a good time too. Listen, so oh wow. So first of all, let's just do a quick check-in. How's life?
It's good. It's good. It's different. Golly, the last time we had a show, I didn't even have my doctorate yet.
Okay. Had an amazing time in San Antonio, Texas with the HBCU Community Awards Gala.
Yeah, a time was had.
A time was had. Listen, so we wanted to get on here so we can talk about the whole process of what it means to write a book, right?
Yeah.
Now, first of all, Monique has written several books. So, listen, I'm going to let her shout out some of the books that she has. So, go ahead, sis. Let them know.
Well, I mean, I started writing books mainly because I am a teacher. Well, I was a teacher at the time. And my love for education and love for our young African-American students to learn about their history. So, and then I have nephews that most of you all know my books are about them or inspired by them. So my first book, you can tell this is beginning. But my first book was ABC Black History. You can buy all these on Amazon, shameless plug. But and my second book was a little adventurous. My nephew loves cheese, and so do I sometimes. Well, a little older. So I wrote a book about the magic cheese, and they go on the adventure flying on cheese. It's really cute.
Okay.
And then we had a bright idea around Christmas time a couple years ago. We put them all in one book. So you get a deluxe book or buy them separate.
Okay.
But I've always liked to write though. I've, even as a child, I would write stuff and be adventurous with it. But my latest children's book is this one. It's a affirmation book for young African-American kids. And what the creative illustrator did, I got to show you this picture. He took one of my baby pictures.
Oh,
I know, that's me. Look. It was so neat that he did that. And I was like, I really make that face. It's cute. So you didn't know. So that's this one. And then my nephew actually is in this book too, one of them. They look alike, so I make them, whoever I'm talking to that day, I make them think it's them. But that's my nephew. He took one of his pictures. So that one is Shine Bright Little Star. My favorite one so far. But I don't just do children's books because sometimes people think you just get out there and write. No.
You don't?
You don't. And
what did you do?
Well, I went to a conference. I got an award a couple years ago in Biloxi. And I met a person who was kind of like my writing coach, my thought partner, and I start being in her books. Her name, shout out to Miss Nadia.
Okay. So you went to Biloxi, and you went and part of, and you're also part of her. Are you part of her anthology?
Yeah. I've been in a couple of her anthologies.
Okay, awesome.
This is the latest anthology, actually. And
I should have took that book when I saw it.
You was
I saw it in the back seat.
She was stealing out my car. Oh,
I
Lord.
should have. But listen here, Monique. For those who do not know, your boy, your cousin, your uncle, your best friend wrote a book, right? On top of, oh my God.
Finally.
Wait, side note also, since like you talked about, I didn't have my principal certification the last time we did a show on this show.
You didn't.
Oh, wow. Ladies and gentlemen, we got to get y'all caught up. But listen.
So rowing is good.
Here we have in this package, we have the book.
I want mine signed.
You're probably like, okay, so what is this book about? So in the next few minutes, we're going to talk about the book and we're going to do some unpacking. But let me just give you a quick teaser about what this book is about. Okay, check this out. Yo, real quick, I got something powerful to drop on you. My new book, Inspire Me Moments, Living Out Loud with No Regrets, is on its way. And trust me, you're going to feel this from every page. Chapter 1, The Moment I Chose Me. Every hero journey begins with a decision. And this one starts in silence, in self-doubt, and in the shadows. But even quiet decisions can echo for a lifetime. In a world where hiding feels safer than healing, this chapter dares to step into the light. Through revelation and rupture, we witness the birth of a man who finally decided his life was worth living and worth living out loud. If that hit your spirit, it's just the beginning. Go to AnthonyHBrown.com and sign up for the updates. Be the first to know about the launch, the release party, and how to get your hands on this story. Let's heal, grow, and walk in purpose together. It's our time to live out loud. Let's go.
Coming soon. Inspire Me Moments. Living out loud with no regrets. Reserve your copy now. Available on Amazon. For more information, visit AnthonyHBrown.com.
Let me ask you something. What happens when the strong one breaks? Yeah, I'm talking about the one who always shows up, always holds it down, but inside, they're barely holding on. Chapter 2, The Cost of Carrying It All. What happens when the mask slips and the weight you carry becomes heavier than your will to keep going. Now, this chapter peels back the layers of silent suffering. It's a gut check on masculinity, anxiety, and the quiet courage it takes to finally ask for help. Because being everyone's anchor means nothing if you're drowning inside. If you've ever smiled through pain, if you've ever felt like asking for help would make you look weak, then this chapter is for you. Now be sure to visit AHBCU.com to sign up and be one of the first to know when Inspire Me Moments drops. This is real. This is raw. This is freedom. And remember, you don't have to carry it all. Let's heal together.
Coming soon. Inspire Me Moments. Living out loud with no regrets. Reserve your copy now. Available on Amazon. For more information, visit AnthonyHBrown.com.
All right, so that's just chapter 1 and chapter 2.
I like it. I read it, but I know how to keep secrets.
All right, so what's your thoughts so far?
It's a lot of, when I read it the first time, I read it several times. A lot of it resonates with me because I am that one. I don't ask for help because one, I don't like to get told no. And two, I was like, you need to add a journal to this book. I mean, so I can script out thought. That's just me.
Oh, okay. All right.
But I like it because I've always told you need to write a book about the Inspire Me moments because those are real life situations and you don't know who else is dealing with that. So I'm happy.
Right. So ladies and gentlemen, if you want to learn more about the book Inspire Me Moments, you got to go to my website right here at the bottom, AnthonyHBrown.com. You can read some of the sample pages. You can see some of the recap videos. You can order the book right now. It's available on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. Now, there are other folks who have ordered the book, but I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen it yet. I've seen the pictures and posted, but I haven't seen it yet. So today, right now, live, we are going to do a reveal of the book. But before we do that,
you play so much. You do.
Let's go check out chapter 3. Let's check out chapter 3. Healing isn't linear. It doesn't always come with a checklist or a clean finish line. Sometimes it's progress, then relapse, clarity, then confusion. A win on Monday and a breakdown by Friday. In chapter 3, Healing in Real Time, I get honest about sobriety, about divorce, about what it means to be a father when you're still trying to figure out who you are. This chapter doesn't offer quick fixes. It offers truth. The healing is hard, but it's happening, even when it feels like you're standing still. You don't have to have it all together. You just have to keep showing up. Now head over to AnthonyHBrown.com and be the first to know when Inspire Me Moments drop, because healing doesn't mean you're broken. It means you're becoming.
Coming soon. Inspire Me Moments. Living out loud with no regrets. Reserve your copy now. Available on Amazon. For more information, visit AnthonyHBrown.com.
What do you do when your name no longer feels like your own? When fear tries to rename you, when pain tries to define you, and the mirror reflects everything but strength. In chapter 4, My Name is Victory, I take you back to a diagnosis I didn't see coming, to the moment everything paused and I had to face what was real. My health, my family, my faith, all of it was tested. This isn't just a story about a health scare. It's about identity, about learning how to surrender, not because you're weak, but because you're ready to release what's been holding you hostage. The scars, they speak. The fear, it taught me. The name, I took it back. Visit AnthonyHBrown.com to read a few pages of this chapter and sign up for updates on Inspire Me Moments. Healing has a name, and today that name is victory.
Coming soon. Inspire Me Moments. Living out loud with no regrets. Reserve your copy now. Available on Amazon. For more information, visit AnthonyHBrown.com.
Like that one. That one was good. And then one of your reviews that you just did kind of was made me think like healing is victory. That's good. And then
that chapter. When I say that my name is victory,
that one resonated with me because I mean people don't know I did run for school board. I didn't win, but all the dumb stuff that I had to deal with in that process, I feel like I won because I'm looking at what they got to deal with now. I'm like,
yeah, you say, listen, I won because I didn't beat all that. I didn't escape all that.
That part. So, my name is Victory anyway, because now you know my name and you following me still. So,
wow.
But no, that chapter was hard. I mean, and then you unpacked a lot of personal stuff. I think that's what blocks me as a writer.
Okay.
Is that it's like, I want to tell you, but I don't want to tell you the ugly version. I just want to touch it a little bit, but you went all in on some of them chapters, and I was like, "Oh my God, friend!"
Right. So part of my writing process, I did share people like you and another friend of mine who's an author. His name was Melvin White, and I let my son read it. I even let my ex-wife read some of it. And in most cases, all of you all was like, "I need more."
Yeah.
I need you to go a little deeper. I need to find out, what does this really mean? I said, OMG, y'all are taking me there. Like, why are you taking me there? Like, really, guys? Is that what we're doing?
Yes, because you painted a picture. I mean, I'm going to share this. I know you might be mad at me. You painted a picture, and then it was like it was a cliffhanger, but I felt like it was missing parts. Now, granted, Anthony is one of my very close friends. He's like my brother. He is my brother. We put it that way. And so for me to read stuff, I'm like, I'm not seeing this. What are you not including? Like, you told me everything about you, but something is missing. And so I know I was getting on your nerves because I was like, this is not enough. It's not scratching the surface. He was like, I already wrote it. I was like, I'm sorry, it's not scratching the surface.
Oh, God. Yeah. I wrote it and I'm like, okay, I got to rewrite it. So excited about the fact that the book has dropped Father's Day weekend. Again, it's available on Amazon and on Barnes and Noble. I thought it was important for me to drop it during this weekend because it does talk about a lot of my issues with my own father, or about me being a father, and how I had to overcome that in both spaces, as a son, as a father. So it was important for me to go ahead and just let it go this weekend. Sharing it with a few fathers so far has been very cathartic, and it's been a wonderful release. So, again, ladies and gentlemen, in just a few moments, we are going to unveil the book. But before we do, let's look at review. Let's review chapter 5 and chapter 6.
Oh Lord, I remember.
What if I told you that people who shaped you also shattered you? That sometimes the story of family isn't a warm memory, but a map of wounds you didn't ask for. Chapter 5. Rewriting the narrative. Now, family isn't always where you find yourself. It's often your first place where you lose pieces of who you are. Now, in this chapter, past wrestles with present. than a battle of names, truths, and unspoken meanings. It's a deep excavation of identity beneath legacy. Where the fractures live, the healing starts to break. You'll question everything you thought you knew about belonging. Listen, this just isn't about trauma. It's about truth. It's about letting go of what broke you and finally becoming who you were always meant to be. Now visit HBCU to sign up for updates on Inspiring Moments Living Out Loud with No Regrets. This chapter right here is not just a read. It's a reckoning.
Coming soon. Inspire Me Moments. Living out loud with no regrets. Reserve your copy now. Available on Amazon. For more information, visit AnthonyHBrown.com.
Chapter 6. Where forgiveness frees. Now, forgiveness isn't about excusing the pain, it's about surviving it. And what it frees isn't just the person who hurt you, it frees you. Some wounds don't bleed, but they break you from the inside out. I didn't just lose my mother. I lost my sense of self. The silence, the guilt, the grief. I was smiling in public and unraveling in private. I thought strength meant hiding the pain, but you can't heal what you refuse to face. Now, mental health doesn't care how strong you pretend to be. It will find you, and that's when I had to choose not to stay in the dark. This chapter is about grief, but more than that, it's about release. It's about anyone who's cared too much for too long. Now visit AnthonyHBrown.com and order your copy of Inspire Me Moments, Living Out Loud with No Regrets. You don't have to wear the weight forever. Let's walk towards healing together.
Coming soon. Inspire Me Moments. Living out loud with no regrets. Reserve your copy now. Available on Amazon. For more information, visit AnthonyHBrown.com.
I don't know. All I can say is when you read the book, you might have to go sit for a while, because it makes what for me, I can't speak for everybody. For me, it made me reflect on some things, because some of your chapters, hit home. Like the last one, forgiveness, and the one about family, and the one about always trying to be there for everybody and you don't get it returned. I was like,
Hey, you're not being there for yourself. You got to stop being loyal to everybody else if you don't be loyal to yourself.
I'm learning. I'm learning.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just not tuning in, you are watching the HBC Alumni House Party Show. I'm your boy, your uncle, your cousin, your best friend. I'm Anthony Brown, and I got my good friend, Dr. Monique Robinson here, and we are talking about, the whole process. We are about to unveil the book. Good again. I got family, friends who have ordered the book already. They have it in their house. They have it on the living room table. They've talked about it at work, but I have not seen the book.
I want mine signed though, so I'm gonna send it to you, and then you're gonna send it back.
So I ordered one for me and my son.
Oh, Father's Day, that's so cute.
Here we go.
We need a drum roll or something.
Woo! Oh my gosh, this is all right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, I present like the Bible. You ought to be in church. You ought to be
hilarious.
Be like, I present to some and
to others.
I present to some, I introduce to others. You were never meant to stay silent. You were meant to live out loud. And let you know that you can. And that's the end of the story. Living Out Loud with No Regrets. A living memoir of stories, reflections, and a roadmap for walking in purpose. I can't believe, Monique, I am actually holding this in my hand.
I am extremely proud of you because I have fussed at you as much as you fussed at me about doing stuff. I'm like, you need to write it down. You need to do a book.
Listen, this is a moment in my life where I talk about my childhood wounds, my identity struggles, my faith-filled healing, and my rediscovery of purpose. You know, I structured the book in 3 parts: becoming, breaking through, and building beyond. This book dares you to unpack the past, find strength in your scars, and step boldly into who you are meant to be. Now,
yes,
I'm a storyteller. I'm going to tell a good story, right? And there, as Monique said, she said she's talking about a journal. Within the book, at the end of each chapter, there are some reflective prompts and some soul-stirring affirmations. Matter of fact, I want to even give you a QR code you can scan and go watch a video clip. Yes. So you can see some of the videos where these inspire me moments even came from. The goal is to inspire you to rise from whatever has been holding you down or holding you back and allow you to step boldly into who you are becoming. Listen. This book is for the dreamers. It's for the healers, the educators, the men who are learning to breathe again, the women rediscovering their worth, and the change makers leading with heart.
Mm-hmm.
Bottom line, ladies and gentlemen, I need you to understand whether you are at the crossroads of walking through a storm. This book will remind you that you already have everything that you need. You are not alone. And the cape was that cape was never in the closet. It's always been in you. In order to save others, you got to save yourself first. So, I want you to live out loud with no regret in all hearts. Woo!
So when I get my copy, because I want it signed, I don't want the Amazon when it's not signed. I'm just saying. I mean, that's
it's been fun. We got to run. Listen, shout out to everybody who has bought books so far. Again, go to my website at AHBCU.com. Matter of fact, I would love for you, matter of fact, if you can scan the QR code right here on the screen. I would love to come and be a part of your virtual experience or in person. Monique, I've already started the book tour. It's called Inspired Conversations. Real talk, real life, real growth. We got a discount. If you buy 15 or more books, hit me up. Go on the website, AnthonyHBrown.com for more information. Monique, thanks for being here today and being part of the show.
Anytime. I mean, you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, to the next for the move you miss. You will always be amongst the stars. Make time to take time for what another looking life has to offer just for you. We out.
Thanks for tuning into another fabulous segment of the HBCU House Party with your host, Anthony Brown. Tune in next week for more fun, education, and inspiration as we spotlight historically Black universities and colleges all over the country. So, until next time, support an HBCU and help cultivate the wealth of talent these universities and colleges have to offer. You never know, the student you help could be the next one to change the world.
HBCU better than yours. HBCU better than yours. HBCU better than yours. HBCU better than yours. Where you from? Where you from? From the south. Where you from? From the east. Where you from? From the west. HBCU better than yours. HBCU better than yours. Either from the SWAC or the MEAC. Come on. The CIAA or the C at. HBCU is where to be. We compete, but we're family. They're from the swag, from the me at. C-A-double-A, or the C at. HBCU is where to be. We compete, but we're still family. My